Hey and welcome. So today I'll be showing you how to do simple cornrows. This is perfect for beginners. So if you've always wanted to learn how to cornrow your own hair or maybe someone else's hair, this step-by-step guide is for you. So grab your comb, grab your hair clips and let's get started. To get started, you're going to be needing a rat tail comb for sectioning and partitioning the hair, braiding gel. You're also going to be needing a hair moisturizer or hair oil as well. Now, I want to start off with prepping the hair. It's always good to start off with a clean, washed, detangled hair. So what I'm going to do is to use that oil, the hair oil, to deeply moisturize my hair and my scalp because I do have a very dry scalp. And something that I always do is to detangle my hair and stretch it out using my hair dryer and a brush. You can use a wide tooth comb, but I find that a brush does the work easier and faster for me because it helps in detangling it and also combing it out without like tugging on my hair as well. So I'm going to be doing this until I feel like my hair is pretty stretched out and the comb can pass through it without being tangled. And this is what it looks like from behind, right? So now we are ready to start corn rolling and weaving. So the first thing I always do is to part my hair. This just gives me a sense of direction. I always part my hair into two equal halves, and this is where the rattle comb and the braiding gel comes in handy. You can use the Shine and Jam. Shine and Jam has been my go-to for years, but I couldn't get my hands on it, so I went ahead to get this one instead. So we're going to be using this to just help with, corn rolling the hair, but also making sure that the lines are straight. Once you use this, you get straight lines. I feel like it's a trick for braiding your hair and corn rolling your hair. However, you can skip this step if you don't like the feel of gel on your scalp, right? So I don't do this every time. I only did this time around just so you guys can see that it makes partitioning and parting the hair a lot easier, right? So this is what we have going on. If you feel like you cannot part your hair, definitely get a three-sided mirror, but I have a mirror in front of me and I'm winging the back partitioning. So the next thing you want to do is to secure the hair so that way when it's time to cornrow and braid, it doesn't get all over the place. You want it to be neat and easy and convenient as well. So now that we have straight lines, I usually start braiding or cornrolling from the center because we all have a wide front and then the back of our hair is pretty narrow. So this just makes it easier for me to evenly distribute the hair at the back so that way we have enough to go around. So taking my time to just part the hair, I'm using the gel as well. I'm also going to secure the sections that I'm not going to be working with. Now we have the hair to work with and we can start braiding. When it comes to the braiding process, I usually put the gel in the front and this is what it looks like. We're going to take a small section hair to the front so that starting at the hairline. And what we want to do is to divide your hair into three equal halves, right? Just like you would do your normal braids. You want to separate the sections into three equal strands. And then what you want to do is to cross the right strand under the middle strand and then cross the left strand under the middle strand. You're going to do this consistently. You want to take your time while doing this. However, while doing this, you want to make sure that you're grabbing onto the hair at the back slowly. So that way we have now that we've started braiding, all that we're doing is that we're crossing the right strand under the middle strand. And then we're crossing the left strand under the new middle strand. Now, as you continue braiding, what you want to do is to add small sections of the hair from the scalp to each strand before crossing under the middle, right? You want to keep the grip firm but gentle so that way you avoid pulling on the scalp, right? So you want to continue doing this until you get to the end and then secure the tips. So we're doing the same thing over again. We're parting the hair, but what we're trying to do is to make sure that each part is similar in terms of the width as well. You want to make sure that your braids are even, right? You don't want one braid to be small and the other braid to be large or big, right? So we're taking our time to make sure that the braids are of the same size but also the lines are clean and straight. Taking all the hair back because some of my baby hair can get messy and we want this hair to be very clean. We're taking all the hair back using some gel, dividing the hair into three equal parts. And now we're going to start crossing. We're taking the left strand and we're passing it under to the middle while adding some hair. We're taking the right strand and passing it under to the middle while adding some hair. This is a very repetitive process, but while braiding, what you want to ensure doing is that you want to make sure that your braids are firm so that way it prevents it from loosening up. I'm coming a bit closer so you can see how I'm crossing each strand and how I'm also gripping onto a new hair as well. So that way we have a flat braid, flat cornrow, right? You can see each braid, both braids are of the same size. They are even or somewhat even, and that's what you want. You don't want one braid to look bigger than the other, or you don't want your braids to be uneven, right? So taking everything all the way to the back and then braiding all the way to the tip so that way it's secure, it's tight but not too tight, it's just firm. You definitely do not want to be pulling on your scalp. You want to be very gentle with it, but at the same time you want to make sure that it is firm and the braids are secure, right? So that way it lasts you for a while, right? So the same thing again, we're using our intuition, we're using our eyes, we're using our hands to feel the parts that we're creating, so that way we know that each section, each part is even and we're not going to have uneven braids or uneven cornrow, right? So I'm using a mirror in front of me. If you feel like you have difficulties with partitioning your hair or creating parts on your hair, what you want to do is to invest in a three-sided mirror that will help you see the back of your hair a lot more. But I'm kind of used to this process. I can wing parting the hair at the back, and that's what I'm doing right now. So my part at the back is not all that straight, but it's straight enough to get me to where I'm going to. So doing the same process again, we're starting at the hairline and we're dividing the hair into three equal parts, and then we're going to start crossing the left and the right onto the middle while also grabbing on the new hair at the back to make sure that it is flat and secure. So this is a very repetitive process. Like I said, all you have to do is to master the crossings and the grippings and the adding on new hair while cornrolling. And once you do that, you're good to go. And again, you need to practice a couple of times to master it. So I'm going to let you watch the entire process as I take my time doing this, so that hopefully by watching and practicing, you can also learn and practice as well, right? Okay. Now, I do want to point out that this process requires a lot of endurance and patience because my hands were hurting and were burning. So if you see me like bending down, taking my head off, like right now, my neck, my hands, everything was hurting. But you just have to keep persevering and enduring till you get to the finished result. So in case you're doing this on yourself, by yourself, and you've gotten thus far, you're doing amazing. It's not an easy process, but trust the process and love the process, because I love braiding my hair. I love hair basically. So in as much as it hurts, it's also therapeutic for me and it's enjoyable for me. So we're doing the same process again, sectioning, partitioning, and we're getting to the end of the left side of my hair. And this is what it's looking like, right? I usually like starting from the middle so that way we have an even section at the back. So now we're down to our final cornrow, and guys, we are done. Make sure to braid down to the tip so that way you secure each cornrow. That way it doesn't unravel. That way it lasts longer. We have about 6 cornrows on each side, making it a total of 12 cornrows in total. This usually takes me about 1 hour. So I spend 30 minutes each on each side. I spent 30 minutes on each side, and this is what it looks like. 12 cornrows in 1 hour. Not bad. These are medium sized cornrows, and yeah, they are neat. They will last me for at least 2 weeks, and they are secure. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, if you learned how to cornrow. Drop that down in the comment section. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.